Good morning, good morning. This is Lynn Wadsworth from Holistic Health and Wellness, and I'm coming with some tips today about migraine headaches. As you know, if you followed me for very long, I do a lot regarding migraine headaches, having suffered from them myself for a long time. After I had my first child, they just got worse and worse, and it was many, many years and many, many pills later before I finally found some kind of method for me that contained a lot of holistic things and natural methods that really helped me to gain control of my life and my migraines. So I just wanted to give you this morning a couple of myths that are out there about migraines to see if this might help you. I talk a lot about triggers because if you can get a hold of your triggers, then you really can get a hold of how your migraines affect you and what your migraine life is like. So one of the myths is that you should stop eating chocolate and your migraines will stop. Well, the fact is that chocolate, although it's often thought of as a trigger, and it can be a trigger for me, but not always, but it could also be because of the content-specific foods or drinks that contain the chocolate as opposed to the chocolate itself, that's the actual migraine trigger. So here's another myth. The length of a migraine is usually an hour or less. Now, for those of you like me who have suffered or are suffering from migraines, you know that that just isn't so. We should be so lucky as to have a migraine that lasted an hour or less, yes? Well, obviously there's no set time for the duration of a migraine, but a migraine generally lasts anywhere from 4 to 72 hours. And I know for many people they do go on for several days, and it's just a vicious circle. They just go on and on, as I'm sure you're well aware. Another myth, people should be able to carry on as normal with a migraine. That's a myth that we often hear from people who do not have migraines, don't really know anything about a migraine, and expect more out of migraine sufferers than is really possible. But the fact is that everyone is an individual, and the effects of migraines are different from person to person. They can impact your life, they can impact your work life. Many of you probably have to go home or not even go in when you have a migraine, and they have an impact on our social life. How many of you have had to forego something you were looking forward to because you have a migraine? Or maybe you take something before you go and you get there, but you feel miserable the whole time you're there. So, depending on the individual, the length can vary anywhere from 4 hours to 72 hours for some. I've known some people who've had them for even longer. Another myth is that everyone has a specific migraine trigger. And I think I probably used to think that because there are several things that I know trigger migraines in me, but what's funny about them is sometimes they can trigger that migraine. Like cheese is a really bad one for me, but so is chocolate, but sometimes I can eat chocolate. I do find that I cannot eat cheese. Anytime I try and eat cheese I get a migraine, but there are foods and there are things like chocolate that I can eat some of it and it doesn't bother me, other times it does. So actually, the fact is that not everyone is able to identify their migraine trigger. For some people, and for many of us, it's a combination of several things, and also triggers can change over time. So those are just a couple of things that happen with migraines, the myths that there are out there, and especially if you're around people that don't suffer from migraines and they don't fully understand. They expect things to be black and white, but as you've probably learned throughout your migraine experiences, nothing is black and white. So I'm excited to tell you that I have created a program for migraine sufferers, and it launches on August the 22nd. It will be 6 weeks in length, and it will be an hour-long call every week, plus support on a Facebook page, daily encouragement and support, and also email support in between for any who need it. So, if you're tired of missing out on social activities, you're tired of the debilitating pain that we know comes with migraines, and you feel like you want to take more control over your life, well, adding some natural remedies into your daily routine is a fantastic gateway to health and pain relief. Plus, it's a stepping stone to creating lasting changes to your overall health and well-being. So I hope that you'll consider joining me for this 6-week Natural Migraine Remedies coaching program. It's a group program, so space is limited. And for 6 weeks, we'll be incorporating natural methods into your daily routine. And so some of your benefits will be that you'll lessen your frequency of migraines, lessens the pain intensity. You'll find that you'll have more control. You'll have lots of support and encouragement, and you'll leave with a personalized plan to migraine relief. As I said, it starts on the 22nd of August at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just go to my website, go to holistic-health and wellness /migraine-program, and you will find information about the program, and you can sign up there. And I really hope that you join me. I really have a passion to see people set free from the constant pain of migraines. This has happened in my own life, and I know if it happened for me, it can happen for you. So please consider joining me. Again, that is holistic-healthandwellness.com /migraine-program. If you have any problems, you can email me at lwadsworth, WADSWORTH, @verizon.net. Thanks. I hope that you have a migraine-free day. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you soon on the Facebook group.